Now, constitutionally, fire means it has to burn, come in, and heat, yes, and light. Right? So there are a few things which combined together, you call it as fire. Right? This has to be really hot. It has to be giving lights, flames in some form. Right? Then it has the characteristic of burning things. Together, you call it as fire. And constitutionally, this is the position of fire. Now, similarly, we all have a constitutional position. Like, who are we? And we also have a superimposed position. Yeah. So this is the second chapter of Gita, which we have discussed quite at length so far. But yeah, I know it's been a couple of months now. We haven't had our session, so we can have a quick recap. So who we are truly is something different from what you think yourself to be. And we think if you just go and ask, of course, after coming to the sessions, maybe you're thinking a little bit. But in general, if you ask on the street and if you ask somebody, who are you? Yeah, you will get the answers. What do you get the answers? You just go and ask somebody, who are you?
A name.
A name, good. What else?
Profession. Job.
The profession, very good. Job, yeah, what else?
They will tell basically about the body that they are in currently.
Yeah, let's count what all they can say.
Nationality.
The nationality, yeah, I'm Dutch, I'm Indian, I'm American, whatever. Yes, what else?
Or they can just say I'm a human.
Hmm?
Human.
I'm a human, yeah, they could recognize themselves as a human. Yes, what else?
Your race.
Your what?
Your culture.
Culture, yes, yeah. Good. Race, yes, what else?
Gender.
Gender, yeah.
Role in the family, mother, father, child.
Yes. So you see all these things, as Ashutosh also just recollecting, it's all about the body. None of this is about who we are. It's about the body. The body is changing though, right? For example, you were in Germany for a long time. You could have did you get a passport in Germany? Yeah? But you were Indian before, right?
Yes.
Yeah? But you have German passport now.
Yes.
Yeah? So he was Indian before, he is German now. So things can change. Right? Modern times, even gender can change. Somebody was a man, they could become a woman. Right? They can. It's accepted. It is happening. So, which means that this identity is really not the real identity. It can change. Right? Somebody may tell that, no, I'm an engineer, but that guy can. I know people who are doing mortgage advice at some point of time, and then they became police afterwards. Right? So you can change your profession, change your gender, change your nationality, whatever we identify ourselves to be, that can change. Yeah. How you look today will change. Wait for 20 more years, it will change. Fortunately, if you are alive, of course, things will change. So all that which we are, in general, the entire world, we think who ourselves to be, it's all on a very superficial, temporal platform. It's not the temporal. Temporal means something which is based on time. It's a question mark of which cross section of time you are looking at. Right? So then the question is there anything which is beyond this at all? Right? This seems to be like a superimposed position on me. I don't feel like. Have you started feeling different after you became German? Like you think different? You really are a different person. Right? You are Indian, you are liking, for example, custard with mango. And now you became German and you started hating custard with mango, and now you like vanilla with apples, maybe, for example. Your taste remains the same. Not that one day before going to passport collection, you were Indian. You went to get your German passport. You changed to German, and then your whole taste buds changed, and your outlook changed, and no, right?
It's just a state of mind.
It's just how you think. It's all the same. So there must be something who is giving raise to your likes, your dislikes, right? Your own personality, like who you are. Everybody is different. So there must be individuality somewhere. Right? Still, there has to be something which is beyond the superficial, whatever we see. So when somebody starts thinking towards that angle, that's when an instrument in your existence called as buddhi, can you repeat? Buddhi is triggered. When you start thinking like this, buddhi is triggered. Until then, it's basically sleeping. You may think that no, I make aeroplanes, I make space shuttle, I've been to Mars also, I'll go to somewhere else also. These things are really not the actual functionality of buddhi. Yeah. Have you seen a spider? Not Spider-Man movie, spider.
Yes.
Just a spider. Have you seen?
Yes.
Have you observed a spider? Yeah. What have you observed?
Making web.
Making a web. Have you seen it?
Yes.
How it constructs? Yeah. This is an amazing thing. You should really go and just watch how the spider builds its webs. Yeah. The amount of trigonometry and calculus it uses is really beyond your own imagination. You don't perhaps know that much of calculus. Now, how much to balance? It's in civil engineering. This got a strength of materials. You need to really make sure that everything is balanced, right? You get a hook from there, another place. Make sure that it can sustain its own body weight, and maybe another insect flies in, it is able to also catch that. Right? There's so much of engineering here, so much. Perhaps if I let Ashutosh who has a PhD in computer science, right? Maybe just by himself, he'll not be able to figure this out. I can tell it quite confidently. He will not be able to figure it out just by himself. If he has maybe 100 other books and internet and everything, maybe he'll be able to eventually figure it out. But then if I tell that, no, you produce that thread yourself, then he'll give up. Sorry, I can't do it. And maybe he can get some other composite material somewhere and then start building things. But if I tell him, no, you just produce it from your own existence, then he's sorry, I can't do it. But the spider actually produces itself. Yeah. So you see the amount of engineering this guy is using, not this guy, spider, yeah, is unimaginable. But you know what? It is still not buddhi. So you understand what is buddhi? Buddhi is when you start questioning. That's the instrument. Right now it's sleeping. Total sleep. Yeah, it's not even triggered. It's not even awake. Mind is running the show. In Sanskrit, the term is sometimes used as mana, sometimes as chitta, which is running the show. And this substance in your existence keeps telling you that I like this, I don't like this, this is how I prefer to be, these are my tastes, this is my liking, and you just continue to exist, thinking that it's all you. But it is not you, it's your mind who is telling you these things. And you can change how the mind works. That's the good thing about it. Your mind can change. You can change your mind. You can alter your thought process. Mind eventually becomes auto-tuned, sort of, right? Like how many of you really think when you get up in the morning, you sort of do a routine thing, right? You go to your bathroom, take your brush, put the toothpaste and start brushing. Like, so, do you really think about this thing? You just do it, right? Yeah, you do it every day, you just do it. Today also I did. Right? You don't really, so mind sort of becomes auto-tuned to a certain few things. Just get stuck into it. Yeah.
Where does Atma come into the picture?
Yeah, so it's not even there yet, right? So there is a layer of body which is made up of gross matter. Gross matter, when we say, it's basically 5 principal elements of the nature: earth, water, fire, air, ether. These are the 5 principal elements of the ether. Of the Prakriti and of nature. And then there are subtle elements of nature, which which are mind. There is buddhi, which is also subtle element of nature. There is ego. Are you feeling warm or cold, or how do you feel here right now? Is it okay? Temperature is fine with everyone?
Yeah.
With you?
I feel a bit warm.
Yeah?
Yeah. But
Shall
if
I
everybody
wait?
else is fine, then it's okay. You're all okay? How much have you kept it for?
23?
Oh my god! Yeah. 21 maybe.
But you can put out your head from
I'll start taking out everything eventually.
Take out your glass.
So,
Okay, wait.
so yeah, gross body, and there is mind, a layer of mind, which is sort of all pervasive in your existence. It is buddhi. It's not brain. Yeah, brain is a hardware. You understand, in the microprocessor language in computer, there is a processor, there is software which runs. You can't really see the software. It runs on the microprocessor. Microprocessor is the hardware. And the brain is the hardware. It is there. And brain is not mind. Brain is not buddhi. These are all subtle layers which use the brain to function. Yeah. And then there is a layer of ego, whole layer of who you think yourself to be on a false platform. And this is what I am. Is that feeling? The whole feeling that I am this body which is temporary. Is that feeling? So underneath that is Atma, who you truly are. And that's where one's whole life's focus should be invested into, to figure out, oh my god, there's so much of, many times when we do these programs, and I deal with a lot of people, and then when I tell them that, perhaps you need to start becoming, sometimes they're not vegetarian, so I tell them, please become vegetarian, and then I tell them, please start becoming, a bit more sattvic, mode of goodness sort of lifestyle, and people freak out, my god, really, why? I thought I can just be spiritual, just like that. And I tell them that, but this is really nothing. These battles with mind of, in which you want to be in more of goodness, and you want to be a vegetarian or a conscious person, and you think consciously, you act consciously, you speak consciously. These are simple. The biggest battles are awaiting afterwards, in which you need to really put efforts in figuring out and realizing who you are.
But eventually, you will never ever get the answer who you are.
You will get an answer, for sure. It's just that you need external support. You can't just figure it out yourself. And the beauty is that you already have the external support. It is not that you're just living by yourself. If we were living by ourselves as an independent entity, then there was no chance to figure out who you are.
So I have a question here. So let's say because we know we are Atma, we don't belong to this body. Previous birth I was something, next birth I will be something. So this Atma, I know, okay, this is the Atma. And all.
No, you don't know. You're just speaking.
But I know that there
No,
is
you don't know. You have read it.
Okay.
Let's put it like this.
Okay. So
Yeah.
I get that we have Atma.
Yes.
Atma
You
just
have
takes into different forms and
Yes.
everything.
Yes. Atma is not getting into different bodies. Yeah.
So even
Still, it's not really realized. In Sanskrit there are two terms, jnana and vijnana. Jnana is something which you acquire. Yeah. You read it, you hear it somewhere, whatever. You acquire it. Jnana. Vijnana is you realize it. So knowing is not jnana. Knowing is vijnana. You have realized it. So you don't know. You have read it somewhere, heard it somewhere, it's borrowed right now. It's like, for example, Sarthak just bought some food, I think, right? I just saw it. I have no idea what it is. I have no idea how good it is. Yeah. But Sarthak may tell me that no, this is the best. What did you bring?
Buckwheat pulao right now.
Buckwheat pulao he brought. He may tell me that this is the best ever. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know really. If I go and tell you that this is the best buckwheat pulao ever, I'm really faking it. Yeah, I really don't know. You agree with me? He just told me that yeah, he brought buckwheat pulao and raita. I can ask him how is it?
It is fantastic.
It's fantastic. He said, yeah, and I come and tell you that Sarthak brought this pulao and raita. It's fantastic. I really don't know. I have heard it. It's a borrowed knowledge. If I eat it, yeah, I can confirm whether this hypothesis of Sarthak is right or wrong. Yeah, this is really fantastic, out of the world, or so whatever. And then, if I come and tell you, that's different from just telling you. Yeah. So now coming to the initial part where we started. So as such, who we are. Right now, you have got some guidance from the literatures like Bhagavad Gita and Upanishads, and the term Atma has been used, and it's sort of floating in the world. It's nice to know, but to realize it is the real task, and that needs a structured effort. It's a science, Ashutosh. This is not just belief-based, system. You just need to believe that you are Atma. No. It's a science. You need to figure out, and one day you will figure out, but you need external support, because everything, when you get to know something, it's not just you. You are functioning in a system, in a creation in which you are just a part, but you are still part of the system. You are not independent. Yeah. The system is made in a way that if you are sincerely seeking, any of us, if you are sincerely seeking, the system will uplift you. That's how the system is. And you need to really realize this also. And the moment you start doing it, you will start, oh wow, there is support here. You're not alone. You're not really alone at all. You have a support outside. Yeah. And this system is such an amazing, it's like a mother. It will teach you. You just need to be sincere. Sincerely asking this question. I want to serve. I want to really figure out what's my constitutional position. So far, I have been trying to somehow find enjoyment. All of us. Right? Somehow find enjoyment.
But this is the ultimate goal of the life, to find enjoyment. Whether some people want to find enjoyment in bhakti, some people want to find enjoyment in worldly things, but the ultimate aim is to find enjoyment.
Which is wrong. Right? And that's what I'm telling. If somebody is coming to spirituality still thinking that I want to be happy, so I have to go and do this. I did pubs also. I did a lot of other things which people in Amsterdam do, and I couldn't figure out any much happiness there. So I'll come and find. I want to become really. This is the goal of my life. I just want to enjoy the best. Yeah? Eventually, the desire will be purified. You understand that that's really not your position. You will be thinking like that because there is so much of underlying conditioning. I want to become happy. I want to enjoy. That is a super imposed feeling which is there. The real feeling is when you understand your real position, and your real position is insignificant. It's insignificant. And that insignificant living entity is trying to enjoy unlimited happiness. It can come, but not in the way we are trying to explore. Yeah. So the first platform is we should stop this mentality here. I want to enjoy. Take a break from that thought process. Yeah. So if somebody is really telling you that you want to enjoy the best, do this. Yeah, in the beginning it may be okay that you at least came to the right path and then asking a question. But very soon you'll realize it's a wrong platform to be in. Because if that's all you think about, then very soon you realize that, oh my God, I'm really not finding that kind of enjoyment here. in this kind of mentality. You also made food today, right? What did you make? You made something.
Yeah. Kukku ke aate ki roti.
Yeah, buckwheat. That's also buckwheat flour.
Yeah, buckwheat flour.
Roti and then some potatoes curry.
It will help.
He has put a lot of efforts in bringing food today. If the whole mentality, if I'm just now exaggerating, yeah, if you're thinking that, yeah, I'll make the best way so that Diya will come and tell me, Sarthak will come and tell me, Anastasia, whom I don't even know, will come and tell me, Subeda is first time here but will come and tell me, Ritika will come and tell me, Aurora will tell me, Yogamaya will go all out glorification of me because like, it's so good. And if this is how you have been thinking, you'll be really frustrated. Yeah, because to begin with, Yogamaya never does that. So,
I already did.
and Sarthak thinks that he is the best cook anyways, so he will not give you like, oh, this was the best, right? I'm just also exaggerating. So you see, if this is all you thinking that I'm doing this, but with this, I'll find enjoyment like this, you'll be really frustrated. The better way is, I'm putting my best efforts. I want to serve everyone. I don't even think about anything else afterwards. Yeah. If it turns out good, great, bad, average, doesn't matter. You have done your efforts already. You will be happy by default. Maybe Sarthak will tell you that, no, this was a bestest ever buckwheat roti ever. You still take it neutral because you have not anticipated Sarthak to tell anything to begin with. Yeah. If you have already anticipated, then it's really difficult to manage the expectations. You get my point? You have already a set bar. And Yogamaya will tell this, Shane will tell this, everybody will. And then it's really difficult if somebody like Nilambara, who is extreme critic, right? Especially about food. If Nilambara tells, it's okay, next time you can make it better, he will be, my God, be shattered to ground. Right? So, you see, that's why action, and we have been discussing about this in the past, about this shloka in Gita, Karmanyam Adhikaraste. I don't know how many of you remember really. We had a long discussion about this. Karmanye eva adhikaraste. You have a right to perform your duty, but, yes, Shane, next.
We do not have the right to
The results of it.
the result.
Yes. You have the right to perform. You have the right to perform your roti and your curry. You have the right, you perform, you brought it here. But to expect that everybody has to like this is a bit beyond you. Yeah. But, and then the third statement which Krishna tells, why? Because you are not the only cause for your action. Karma phala hetu. You are not the only cause. You used flour which somebody grew and someone processed, somebody made it, and then you used flame. You are not the cause of that. You used some potatoes, somebody again. Right? You are not the only person who is the reason because of which this food happened. There are so many other people. When you really put everything into perspectives, your contribution is insignificant again.
This I know.
Yeah. So because of that, you can't really anticipate results to go how you want. And last thing Krishna does, Mate Sangostu Akarmani. Don't become attached to not doing it just because you are not entitled for the results.
But the last point, so Kim Kartavya Vimud is one word in Sanskrit. Kim Kartavya Vimud.
I don't know.
Okay, this means that I don't have any desire to do any karma.
Yeah. So that's what Krishna is telling, that don't be in that kind of mentality. You need to perform your actions because Yogamaya asked you, or you decided yourself. I don't know how it worked out. I also don't know how both of you cooked today.
Themselves.
Oh, okay, amazing. So next week also.
You
Better that it will be one person,
Yeah.
not everyone.
So
Because
anyway,
we need to eat.
so you decided, you cooked, and then you brought. That's where your things are done. And if you are in this frame of existence, you will be happy just for the opportunity of making it. But then the problem is that we are not in this kind of mind frame. we always anticipate. Something is always running. No matter what you are doing, there's always anticipation. And I need to be recognized. I need to be getting this fame and name. I need to be getting whatever, right? And that's why we all do the job, right? We all, so many of us, except Dia, we all have the experience of working, and we all work because there is money associated at the end of the month. Right? If somebody is like, no, I don't pay you. I may pay you or may not pay you. Don't ask for salary, but come and do work. None of us would have done that.
I do without work, without money.
Yeah, sure.
I do.
But you have done it before.
Now I do without.
Yeah. So, so the point is that this is how we have been hardwired. But then coming back to the whole thing again, actually, I just want to pull the strings and just bring it back to what we were discussing in the beginning. Atma is something which is substantially, significantly different from what you perceive right now. And the goal of life, or at least goal of human life, is to start thinking at least. At least start this process in your chitta, in your buddhi. Let's get another thread running, a real thread. Thread which asks you all the time, put some efforts in figuring out who you are. Put some efforts in figuring out who you are. Put some efforts in figuring out who you are. Put some efforts in figuring out what you should do. What's your purpose of life? Right? That's the second question. You can't ask that as the first question. We had this discussion also before. If you start asking the question, oh, what's the purpose of life? It's a catchy phrase in the world again now. Many people want to know their purpose of life before even knowing who they are. Right? It is never going to work out. If you know who you are, then purpose is right away. It's clear. If you don't even know who you are, and you want to figure out the purpose of life, yeah, good luck with that. So that's a good recap of what we had been discussing. What I wanted to do today is something which is let's call it as an experimental way of trying to come to this platform of higher thought process. Yeah, it's an experiment. Is an experiment wherein you will not be just thinking about just yourself, which we have been doing so far in our lives, but we try to think larger. So you see, if there is a culture in the world wherein there are explicit sound vibrations which are targeted towards the benefit of everybody in the universe, it's Vedic life. No discrimination against races or gender or species or whatever. It's for the benefit of everyone in the entire universe. In the Vedic literature, there are mantras, different texts which sort of make you think beyond your small life in Amsterdam. It's really small, insignificant life in Amsterdam. Yeah. But then when you understand the totality of it, you say, wow, it's amazing. So let's please close our eyes. We will have, and please make it as an experiment. Yeah, no, please not to believe in it. Let's just go through it as an experiment. Try to be as sincere as possible. The whole meditation may be around, I would say around 10 minutes. So try to not open your eyes. It's better if you are just focused. And I might drink some water in between. But you don't need to really focus on that. Let's focus on what we'll be doing now. So, I fold my hands like this because this is a mudra which helps you receive what is there out in the universe. Please hear attentively and then try to repeat it back. We will be doing call and response fashion. All of you. All of us together. One more time. Now we'll do a mantra. So please hear attentively and then try to respond back. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Don't feel shy. Or maybe you have not done this before. It's okay if you make a mistake. Just let the sound vibrations come out of your throat. Hear it attentively again. Then try to just let the sound vibrations come out and don't be judging yourself. It's okay if you make a mistake. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu.
Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
We'll do one more time. Please try to focus again. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu.
Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Please continue to close your eyes. Try to be in that same space which we have just created. Tell the meaning of this mantra now. Sarvesham means everyone, the entirety of creation, all of the living entities. Sarvesham, everyone, including the microbes, not just in earth, everywhere in the entirety of creation. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Swasti means well-being. So the first line means everyone in the entire creation be well. The second line, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Let there be peace everywhere in everyone's heart. Third line, Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu. Let everyone feel fulfilled in their hearts. Everyone feel content in their hearts. The last one is Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Everyone feel auspicious. Let them experience auspiciousness in their lives, their existence. Now I know it's very difficult to feel this. Of course, again, you can know this, but to actually feel and recite is very difficult. So we're going to make an exercise now. There are 4 things which we are asking for, right? Let there be, first one was, you need to close, keep your eyes closed, but just you can shout out. First one is, everyone be aware. Second,
There be peace.
everyone be peaceful. Very good. Third one,
Everyone feel fulfilled.
very good. Fourth one,
Everyone feels
auspicious. Third one is complete, fulfilled, Purnam. The fourth one is auspicious, Mangalam. So let us imagine or meditate or contemplate some of the key people in our lives, the people who are really, really, really close to us. Your best friends, your partners, your children, or your parents, or whomever you think as the best people amongst you in your lives. Either one person, a group of people. Let us contemplate quite actively about them, about their personality, who they are, and let us say this for their benefit. May there be well-being in these people's lives. May there be peace in these people's lives. May there be fulfillment and content in these people's lives. Finally, there will be auspiciousness in these people's lives. So now please think about, please actively think, please make it as an active experiment. These are the best people or the best person in your life, and you are sending these vibrations to them. And this really works. Now that we have done to the most closest people in our lives, now let us expand the circle a little bit. Let us now actively think about and our own minds count the names or personalities whom we know. They are our friends. They are not the best friends, but they are our friends. It's a bit bigger circle now. Little more. So I'll give you a bit more time to first think about all these people. Get all these people in your mind first. Who are all these people in your lives? Your friends. You know them. You know them that they are good people. This can be your family, extended family, your colleagues, your friends. These are your friends. This is the next circle. So let us send these prayers to them. May there be well-being in these people's lives. May there be peace in these people's lives. May there be fulfillment and content in these people's lives. May there be all auspiciousness in these people's lives. Please feel it from your heart. Send it. So now that we have done this, let's try to expand the horizon a little bit more now. Now we will think of those who we just know. We know that these people exist. You know their names, you heard of them. They're not as such your friends yet, at least. But you know. You know that these are good people. It's a bit bigger circle now. So try to get as many as you can in this basket. And let us send the same sound vibrations to all these people's lives now. May there be well-being in their lives. May there be peace in their lives. May there be fulfillment and content in their lives. May there be all auspiciousness in their lives. Now expanding the horizon a little bit further, I want you to think about people whom you don't like. Really understand that, yeah, they are really bad people, they've hurt you before, or your best friends before, or perhaps it's not that kind of a big circle anymore, but still there are these people you are connected with. You don't like these people, they're not your friends, you really hate them, or you're just neutral. Please think actively. Someone whom you want to avoid all the time, just don't like to be around them. Hope you have at least some names by now, so let us send these prayers to them. May there be well-being in their lives. I know it's hard to pray, but please try to be sincere in this. From the core of your hearts, please feel this. May there be peace in these people's lives. May there be fulfillment and content in these people's lives. May there be auspiciousness in these people's lives. So now that we have thought a bit about ourselves so far, now let us expand the horizon a little bit further about the people who are really suffering in this world. There are so many places where there is like war right now. People are really not having good sleep. They're not having their families. They don't know if they're going to wake up tomorrow morning. So many places where there are struggles, political turmoil, fights, wars. We have read this in the news. We have seen this on TV. Let us think about these people who are really, really suffering in life right now. They are really in the need of these prayers. So let us send to them. May there be well-being in their lives. May they feel at peace. May they feel fulfillment and content. May they feel auspiciousness. Now let us imagine, contemplate, meditate all our fellow living entities, the whole earth and beyond, not just humans, all the species, the animals, the birds, the beasts, the reptiles, microbes, everyone, the entirety of creation. I know it's a bit difficult to contemplate this. At least get a heart, a sincere heart, just saying this. Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu. Please.
Om Sarvesham Swastir Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Purnam Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu.
Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
Please keep your eyes closed for the next few seconds, please. Try to absorb the energy which you have just created. Try to be in this space. This space is very sacred. In this space of your heart, very easily understand and experience higher truths of life. Let us recite a few Hare Krishna mantra before we open our eyes, all of us together. Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Last time.
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much. You can open your eyes now. Anybody want to share anything? Experience? Anything? How was it? Go ahead. Your turn now. I don't know what's the time, Yuga.
Yeah, we have
Good.
20 minutes.
Yeah. How was it?
Yeah, I wanted to share about the meditation that we did,
Mhm.
like just blessing other people.
Mm-hmm.
I think it really changes your vibration also. Like just wishing for other people, even though you don't know somebody or you don't dislike someone, just changes your vibration and also your mindset. So I think it's a good start.
Very good. Anyone else? Special thing?
I think it can be very hard praying for someone who really hurt you, but I think it's worthwhile.
Yeah. Yeah, Sarvesham is everyone. If I would just start in the beginning, everyone, you wouldn't really think about this, right? Yeah?
Yeah, that's something like when you bifurcate it, like people who you know,
Mhm.
that's the first circle. People who you know, second circle. People who you know, third circle. People you hate, people you don't know. It puts so much things in perspective. You
Mhm.
put names to the people who you
Yeah.
know. I think it's very.
Because if I just tell everyone, very conveniently, yeah, except Sarthak everyone, right? I don't like him. So I'll ignore him. Yeah, good. Anyone else want to share anything? Aurora, how was it?
It was good. I actually always have pain in my neck, but it went after this.
Really?
Yes,
Wow!
yes.
Amazing.
Wow, that was good. So it must be good. But it was hard to bless the people I don't like. I have to do that. I have to practice that.
Good. Yeah. It's a good activity for the mind. Because the whole liking, disliking is all in the mind. I'm not telling that you should go and start doing something with them, but at least we can send positivity. Yeah. That's how they can also improve. Otherwise, what's the chance? Yeah. Ashutosh, want to share anything? How was it?
I just feel very peaceful.
Okay. Good. Kritika, how was it?
Yes, I think it's a very positive and very awakening experience, which is also something that keeps enthralling me towards this practice in this place. But another thing that I had the thought right now is it can be very difficult praying for an enemy, and then I kind of think like, if I have the chance, I would rather like love to go on a war with that person, like do the Mahabharata
And just kill
Krishna
them
way.
right there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And of course, because now in modern times you can't do that.
Yeah.
So there's a different way of going in a war with that person, like through a court or something. And again, the result is not in your control. So now I just resort to this practice that neither I wish them well, neither I think bad about them. So.
Okay.
I actually get these thoughts like to do like a war. So in my mind, like after this, Golok Dham, I once got so agitated that I killed all of the people in my mind.
Go ahead.
And then I get so agitated that I killed like.
I made the list. I
No,
should
no,
be
no,
wrong.
no, no, like the complete earth is like full of like there are no persons living on this earth anymore. But then I know that what I am doing is wrong,
Yeah.
and I should not have done this. But I only thinking in mind. So I also talked to a therapist about that. They don't say anything about this. So how do you think that I can get rid of this?
Well, ultimately, whether we think positive or negative or whatever, it all has to be transcended eventually.
All have to be what?
Transcended. You transcend them. Because there is a layer of goodness in the material plane, and there is a real goodness. Okay, so when we say these prayers, it's on a spiritual platform. Yeah, that's what we really wish them. Not just that, their daily bread, the problem has been resolved. No. We wish for someone's real spiritual awakening. Somebody is really improving in their lives. They are becoming Krishna conscious. They are becoming their own conscious. They are really understanding what is life. And that's the best thing you can do to anyone. And if that person becomes like that, I'm sure he will not be your enemy anymore. Yeah. So again, I'm not advocating that you should go and start doing something physically, but at least having the right perspective about life, that good is not just material good. Real good is spiritual good. So we send them vibrations like this on spiritual plane, not just material plane. That there's may this person get a Benz, and may this person get a Tesla also, and then that's also a prayer. But the fulfillment which we are talking about is not that fulfillment. That's not fulfillment at all. Whether he gets 1 Tesla or 10 Teslas, he will not be fulfilled. Right? Either it's your friend, best friend, or whoever it is, no matter how many Teslas they get, this guy is never going to get fulfilled. Yeah.
But this is eventually the inherent nature of a human being, that they will never ever get.
That's why we are sending a real feeling that when they experience spiritual fulfillment, it's going to be ever, forever.
I have one question here.
Let me finish this, we'll come back. So, So this task need to be done on a spiritual plane. If you are doing it just on a material scale, on a material plane, it's not going to be really useful for you or me or anyone else. It is going to be a little bit useful. You will still send some vibrations. If I keep telling Sarthak that Sarthak keep praying every day that Ashutosh gets a Tesla, he may also do that. Like every day morning he gets up and first thing he does is universe, please give Ashutosh a Tesla, and he may do that. He will perhaps do it for some time. You may get a Tesla also. But then, or he may not get a Tesla also. But in his heart, he's thinking, oh, I'm just telling this. I don't give him really. So he may also think like that. So this is not what we are talking about. We are talking about a different plane, a different thought process. Something which is eternal, not just temporary. Yeah. So, so everything is interconnected then. The entire thought process is interconnected. Yeah. Who you are, what's your existence, the meaning of it, the purpose of it, and how you look at the entirety of creation, and then you as the part of the whole. So all these concepts are interlinked. You can't just take them one at a time and then slice it and cut it and then try to analyze. You will never be able to figure that out. So the whole in entirety needs to be understood as is. Yeah. Okay. Anyone else want to share anything? Who didn't speak? Anastasia, how was that? Did you like the experience of meditation? What we did?
What I noticed when you ask to remember people who I don't like.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course everybody have it, but I don't feel that I don't like it. Yeah, I know that I don't like it,
Yeah.
but I did not feel it now, at
Okay.
least.
Very good. Thank you.
And other thing, when I'm thinking about family, and in those time I want to get like a feedback if they can feel something. And maybe my mom will call me and say something, but it's like I expect something.
If we can get out of that.
If it works or not, I need to get
Yeah.
approved.
So the whole thing is that this
And it's not a good
this way of living, sometimes it may work like a magic, in which you get a call right away from your mom and it's like something really good is happening. Right? It might be like that sometimes, like a magic, but in general, it takes time. So you keep doing it little more and little more and little more, and eventually there is an effect. It is like, for example, we recently got a baby. I'll tell something from my own experience. Right? We have a baby girl now. When she was there in the embryo, first day, it was just a dot. Right? Now, if I am, what is the right word? There is a word to explain this, what I want to tell. If I'm, let's say somebody who is, what is the word for someone who is having zero patience? There is a word, right?
Impatient?
Not impatient, there is
A father.
Restless. There's one more. There's like really. Somehow it starts with F, I think.
Frustrated.
Not frustrated. Anyway, I'll come back to that. But let's say I am restless. Restless comes too close, right? If I'm really restless about it, if I want to experience that child right away, I'll only destroy it. Right? I can't really experience the child. I need to wait and make sure 9 months pass. Right? At least in most of the cases. Right? And then there is a baby outside. And then I can, and even then also is not really understanding what's going on. So I need to perhaps wait for a few months before the baby starts at least reacting a little bit. Starts understanding, oh, okay, this seems to be like my relation, right? So you see, there is a process, and anything in life is like this. If I'm restless, that no, I want to experience right now, right? A baby's in the embryo, I want to experience baby right now. You will not get anything. So when the proper time is passed, then you get the real fruit. And take a flower, for example. The flower is tulips. I try to bring tulips next time. I love tulips. Oh no, this is rose. Yeah, rose is. Let's say this was in the beginning stage. Yeah, this is stem of the rose. In the beginning, it was not like this. It was a small bulb. It's a very small bulb. I want to experience the full rose right away, and I'm really restless about it. What will I do? I'll cut it. And get
Nothing.
what will I get? Nothing. Right? So if I just let it and let the proper circumstances not taking care of it, eventually I can really experience rose then. So my point is that many of these things in the life, this is how things work. So you keep doing it, and all of a sudden when you look back, let's say 5 years down the line, 10 years down the line, yeah, that's when you say, wow, there is a significant change here. At least I would say minimum 6 months. That's minimum you would perhaps give before you understand any change. A week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month is really not sufficient, because we are talking about something which is very deep. Yeah. So all these practices, I would say you need at least 6 months minimum, and then if you're consistently doing it, sincerely doing it, and then you will see some changes. If you give more time, you will see much more changes.
Like a growing plants.
Yes.
Since time.
Yeah. So that's my suggestion to you. It's my request to you. Let us have patience. Your mother may not give you a call back today, but you will see that things have improved down the line. On a different plane maybe, but things have taken its effect. Yeah. So, see, restlessness is somehow we have been hardwired now, right? That's how we have been. The consumeristic world wants us to be like that. Right? That's why now the whole thing is about social media and then everything. Wow, it's continuously restless, all the time restless. Just you can't have boredom. There is. I don't remember which scientist it was. He told boredom is the mother of all inventions, right? So you need to be bored, really. Get really, really, really bored. You'll then start thinking something which is different. Right? But right now, nobody wants to get bored. Right? And kids, they are 3 years old, they don't get bored. And all the time they want constant agitation in the mind, something which is constantly alluring you, agitating you. So spirituality is beyond that. So let us take a step in which I continuously do something, sincerely put some efforts, at least give it 6 months, and then start evaluating it. If things are really working. Okay.
It's my weakness. I don't have patience.
It's all weakness and patience, so don't worry too much about it. We'll get through. Yeah. I hope that you come back to our sessions, and then she lives in Rotterdam, you said? Or Delft? Delft. She came from so far.
Yeah.
So I hope today's session has added some value, and you come back next time. Yeah, let's see. Anyway, any other thoughts anybody want to share? No? I know Ashutosh has questions.
You didn't mention service at all.
No, not in this.
Okay.
Yeah, not in this particular mantra. See, every mantra has its own theme. Hare Krishna mantra is about service. Right? When we recite Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. The whole theme of this mantra is service. I want to be engaged in service. I want to serve Krishna. I'm so far serving just myself. I want to serve Krishna now. That's the mantra. Hare Krishna mantra is service. The mantra which we did now is about. These are not the. That's why Hare Krishna mantra is called as Maha Mantra. It is the highest. But there are also other mantras which will bring you there. Right? Your consciousness needs to evolve. It's not a binary switch again. You turn on and then suddenly you are in the service consciousness. So these things are sort of, it need to be built up. You need to start understanding, wow, I have some contributions to make. I have been just consuming. Now is a time to contribute. Does it make sense? We consume so much, right? You may think that, no, I pay money for everything. But you have not been paying money for your oxygen. At least not yet. If you go to New Delhi in India, you can get a oxygen hub now for 250 rupees. I think 15 minutes. You can go to a place which is pure oxygen, nice oxygen. Could not, it's not 100% oxygen. If 100% oxygen, you die. But pure oxygen. Right? So we are not doing that yet in Amsterdam. So we have not been paying for oxygen, which is coming. We have not been really paying gratitude towards the earth, which produces everything. Of course, we may think, no, I give money, but that has nothing to do with what you get really. This whole consumeristic world makes you think that, yeah, you can give money and get anything what you want. No, you can't. There's so many things in the world which you can't buy with money. So many things. Anyway, so the point is that because I consume so much, I also contribute. And this is one of the ways I can contribute. Let's think about it, consciously about, be grateful. Grateful to the sun, to the earth, to the moon, to the stars, to everyone around, to the people around, to friends and family. And so gratitude is the name of the game. And the more we are grateful, the better we are to receive. You see, the whole modern game is different. The modern game is you be as proud idiot as possible, right? And then you're seen as somebody who is, this person is something. In Vedic Adhyatma, spirituality, it's a reverse game. You have to be grateful, be humble, understanding your own position. So it circles back to who you are. You're an insignificant entity. All that which you possess today will be gone one day. Everything. It will be all taken away. Every single iota of whatever you owe. So nothing is really yours. So this sort of, all these things, Sean, it's not Sean, Shane, they sort of build up. And then you're sort of, when you're in this consciousness and then recite Hare Krishna mantra, which is Maha Mantra, you can really experience it then. Yeah? Okay. Any other thoughts, anyone? No? Suveda? Nothing? Good. So we start 7 p.m. You can pause the video now.